Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you today? If it's the first time that you're in here, hello, my name is Anna. I make videos on here. As you can see, I'm relatively new on YouTube, but I've been rather inconsistent. But thank you so much if you have recently subscribed. Write down in the comments what video brought you here. I'd love to know what your favorite videos are so far, because I'd love to make a lot more of those. Franklin is down here with me. He's just playing with his toy. I'm finally sitting down to film another video. I have been filming, you guys. I know I've not been posting on here, but I have been filming video blogs. I just can't get around to editing them, and that's something I need to work on for myself. I was revisiting some older notes that I have taken for a video that I've never used, so I've had a look at them and thought I would just try and complete the list and make a video for you guys. Maybe it helps you. As you can see from the title, today we're talking about comparison and how we can sort of try and eliminate that level of toxicity and just try and use comparison healthily. Before I get into the steps themselves, I'd like for all of us to remember that comparison, it's natural and it's normal and it's usually prolific, but it really does depend. You have to be extremely objective, and it's really difficult because with social media there are so many influencers out there that share just the positives and just the highlights of their lives, and I think that's beautiful. I appreciate them for it, but it's a very fine line between us comparing ourselves and finding inspiration in some people and comparing ourselves and getting down and starting to think we're not good enough. What I want to try and do today is I wrote down a few steps that should really help stop comparing yourself to a level that is going to be making you feel maybe depressed or maybe like you're not good enough. We are ready. Firstly, I would like to give you some harsh reality here. The first step to stop comparing yourself is literally just stop comparing yourself. Just mind your own business. If you're constantly looking at other people, you will be way too busy to try and focus on yourself. And if you're in a position where you're trying to grow, you're trying to evolve, you are literally wasting time. This is your future, your mental health at stake. If social media is toxic for you, just have a break. It's okay, and it does not mean that you're a hater. It does not mean that you're jealous. It just means that you're looking out for yourself. Slight change of the angle here, but I'm gonna move on to step number 2. Step number 2 would be, now you've got all this time minding your own business, try and accept yourself. We are very harsh critics, and that's where comparison comes from. Unfortunately, we are the harshest to ourselves. So try and just take a step back and look at yourself from a different perspective. You have to try and accept who you are right now in order to even start making any changes. And at this point, you should try and compare yourself with yourself. Try and measure your progress, make friends with yourself and be your own cheerleader. Step number 3 would come naturally, so try and have a look at your past and eliminate any regret. Just let go of any issues that you feel like you're still holding on to. Obviously there will be exceptions, but most of the time you are 100% in charge of what happens in your mind and what your thoughts are and what your feelings are towards certain events. So the next step would be just reassessing where your inspiration comes from. This is where we go back to talking about your influences. I'm going to repeat myself here, but everyone will be sharing highlights, whether they're influencers that you don't know personally or whether they are your friends or your ex-colleagues or your I don't know, people you went to school with. You try and establish, is this a valuable influence for me? Are you a waste of time? Are you making me feel like I'm not doing good enough? You need to be asking yourself these questions, and you need to start clearing out. Don't feel obligated to maintain a relationship that does not make you happy. Step number 5 is identifying these triggers. So if you feel like you getting into a mindset where you start comparing yourself and start feeling down about something, Franklin is doing zoomies, talking about getting to know and getting to learn your triggers. What is the trigger for that level of comparison that puts you to distress, that makes you feel anxious, or makes you feel down, or makes you feel disappointed in yourself? Step number 6, don't be so superficial. I can say I'm quite a superficial person, but I feel like the definition of this goes beyond the first definition that you can think of when it comes to superficiality. This ties in more with the fact that we like to make assessments based on superficial things. So someone will post a happy picture, even an unhappy picture, and we straight away judge. We do not know what happens behind closed doors. Even if you see a picture of someone, they look amazing or whatever, don't assume that everything is going great. Don't assume that things are the way they look, because there's a lot of context into someone's lives, there's a lot of context into their situation. For our own benefit, we have to just let go of this assumption that everyone else has got it better. Step number 7 again ties in with step number 2. I'm talking about focusing on your qualities. So instead of trying to be negative and comparing yourself, focus on what you've got. As a small YouTuber, I can talk about this easily because I often fall into a trap of people have better edits, or they have better cameras, or they have better videos, loads of subscribers, loads of comments. That's not going to bring me anything. That will not get me more subscribers. That will not make my content any better. My qualities are being me. In my head, I know what I want, and it doesn't translate, but it will one day. One day we'll get the videos that I really want to make, and one day these videos will look a lot better, and I'll be speaking a lot better in front of the camera. But until then, I still want to show up, and I'm enjoying the process. Number 8, I see a lot of people do in comments on Instagram, which by the way, follow me on Instagram, and is giving nasty comments, trying to bring other people down, I guess in a way to make themselves feel better. I'm here to remind you that saying horrible things about other people, or spreading rumors, or trying to put them in a position where they feel uncomfortable and they feel like they've done something wrong, it's not going to make you feel better. So don't be nasty to people, because it's not going to get you anything. I think this leads us to the following sort of step, if you want to call it that, and it's try to turn comparison into inspiration. Instead of comparing yourself to other people, if there is something that you like, or if there is something that you want, find inspiration for it. Take inspiration and appreciate it. Celebrate it with them. Negativity has never brought anyone any good. And I personally do take inspiration as people. I celebrate their success because my time will come, and I want other people to be happy for me. I don't want other people to be hating and be jealous, because why? It's my hard work. So if I ever attempt to compare myself to anyone, I try to take inspiration from them rather than making myself feel bad for not already having had achieved that. I guess that makes sense. If you feel like watching or following someone on Instagram triggers you to feel down about yourself, unfollow. If it's not a trigger, take it as inspiration and just enjoy it. Enjoy it with them. Give them some support. Comment, like, all of that fun stuff. But this leads me onto the latest sort of step. Again, I don't know why I refer to them as steps. I love my steps. The last step that we're going to talk about today is be grateful for what you have got. And if anything, lockdown and the past year has really taught me this. Coming out of lockdown, or even being in the house, has really made me appreciate all the family that I have, my family, my partner and my dog. It made me appreciate where we live, the fact that we have, you know, access to everything that we need to survive. I have gained a new appreciation for life, for working, for money. It's been really tough for everyone. We have to focus on the now and be grateful for what we have got, rather than being upset about things that we haven't got. Because if we spend too much time dwelling on our flaws or what we are missing, what we need, we will be absent, and our friends and family won't get to enjoy our presence. That's about it. I'm really hoping this video makes sense. I feel like when I'm sitting down talking to the camera, I really worry that I just go on and I'm making no sense. I really hope that you learned something from this video. I really hope that you enjoy. If you do, please like or dislike this video. Just let me know what you think. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon so you can see when I post. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see, and until next time, have a good one.